Good morning everyone, Beck and Steph here from Bump to Baby and Beyond, and we are doing the first of our Wednesday morning lives this morning. So we are going to be coming to you every morning, not every morning, every Wednesday morning.
Oh my God.
We're aiming for about 9:30, but obviously we had to sort some stuff out with the kids first, so if it's a little later, apologies.
Yep.
But we will be here every Wednesday morning. So if you've got questions you want us to answer, shoot them through and we will answer them every Wednesday. So this morning we are going to start with covering the basics of hydration during pregnancy. So I'm going to talk about that, and then I'm going to hand over to Beck to talk about weight training during pregnancy because as you probably know, she is a pre and postnatal exercise specialist. So, hydration during pregnancy. Now, as we were just talking before, this is going to depend on where you are, how hot it is, your environment, how many babies you're carrying, the gestational age of your babies, etc., etc. But it's really important to be really adequately hydrated during pregnancy. And something to aim for is about 2.5 to 3 litres per day. So this can seem like quite a lot, especially because when we're not pregnant, we're told to aim for 2 litres a day, and often that's hard enough. But you definitely need more during pregnancy. As well, depending on the size of the baby presses down on the bladder, and it can mean that you are needing to urinate frequently. So here's some tips to increase or make hydration a little easier for you. Number 1 is carry water and sip frequently. Now, by the time you're feeling thirsty, you're already dehydrated, and we want to try and avoid that. So lots of frequent sips of water throughout the day. Something that helps me, even though I'm not pregnant, is to keep a glass of water by the sink in the bathroom, or a glass, and to keep a glass by the sink in the kitchen. And that way, every time I go to the bathroom to do whatever, go to the toilet or brush my teeth or whatever, I have a glass of water or half a glass of water. I do this at work as well, so that can be helpful.
Absolutely.
Another tip, especially if you're like me and you struggle to drink enough water every day, is to make water a little more fun. So, fun? Yeah, make water fun.
Please share.
So I like to add, fruit or veggies to my water. So even just a bit of mint, some lemon, adding cucumber can be good, blueberries, fun it up, make it a little more interesting to drink.
Berries. I like that.
Yeah.
Strawberries.
Simple thing, but it can really make the difference between getting more water in during your day.
Absolutely.
And
if you're like,
that.
I remember when I was pregnant, I literally carried a bottle with me if I was driving somewhere or, whatever, still working, just having one close by. Yeah.
And having one of those, going and buying one of those insulated water bottles can be a real game changer because they're $20 or $30, but it's really an investment because that means that if you are driving around during the day, say if you've got another child and you're dropping them off at school or running around, it means if the water bottle's sitting in the car for a bit, it doesn't get hot. And as we're going into Australian summer, coming back to the car, if your water bottle's hot, you won't drink it.
Yep.
And don't drink it because that's can get a bit gross. So, but if it's in the insulated water bottle, it means that you can still drink the water, and if you forget it in the car, it's still drinkable. So that can be another tip. But yeah, 2.5 to 3 litres of water, even more, and just regular sips throughout the day.
Love it. Awesome.
Anything to add
Great
on that
tips. Everyone writing notes.
Over to you. So our next question.
Yeah, so weight training during pregnancy. So this is going to be different for every individual. So if you were active before pregnancy, most women can carry on throughout their pregnancy doing weight training. But depending on how you're going throughout your pregnancy, if you haven't been active before, it's going to be different again. So let's say you were active before pregnancy, but you're having not the most fun during pregnancy, you're getting morning sickness in the first trimester, it might be a complete write-off, and that's okay as well. So you can surrender to pregnancy. But yeah, the most important thing if you are weight training is generally I'd go a little bit lighter and a little bit higher in reps. So, because what happens if you're doing heavy strength, we tend to hold our breath, and we don't want to do that. So for an example, if you're, inhaling and you're exhaling, like pressing overhead shoulder press or something, you're going to be holding your breath. So we want to make sure you get lots of oxygen through to you and the baby. Oh, you want to talk? Little Abby's joining us too. You want to say hello?
Finished. Do you want to say hello?
You can come jump up here, doll. Yeah, so you can, when you're lifting weights, you can go a little bit lighter. Oh, you want a toy show? Okay, I'll be around there in a minute. We're live. You want to say hi? Hi, everybody. Hello, everybody. So I definitely go, we're basically training for labour and birth, so your goals train when you're strength training as well. So we're trying to maintain, if not gain, a level of fitness when you're training for labour and birth. So a little bit lighter in your weight, high reps, just listen to your body and listen to how you're feeling. Abby, look, we're
Take
talking.
that outside for a minute.
Can you go take that out there for me, please?
Take that outside for a minute.
You go get the remote for me.
We'll be there
Story
in
of
a
my
minute.
life, interruptions with children. Do you have children too? It's fun, but it's, full on. But anyway, so a little bit lighter. If you have any other questions about that, just send them through. I'll be happy to answer those. So there's going to be a few modifications. So mostly lighter, taking the load off the rectus abdominis muscle because your belly is growing and those muscles don't want to add an extra strain through there. So avoiding things like your crunch type position work. And if you have any issues with your blood pressure, probably avoid overhead pressing, and you can modify if you're working shoulders and stuff throughout pregnancy. I think that's kind of the most important stuff. Just remember not to hold your breath. We're not aiming to improve athletic performance, so you don't want to get heavier and heavier. Your body's under a lot of stress already growing that baby. So lighten the load. You might be training, if you were training 3 days before a weight training, you might not be coping that well with that. So you can go a little bit lighter, maybe 2 days a week, that's fine. So just remember to trying to maintain a level of fitness for labour and birth.
And just respecting your body. So like Pip said,
Exactly.
Pip, sorry.
Hi,
Pip. Like Beck said, respecting your body, really listening to yourself. It can change from trimester to trimester. And if you need specific advice, make sure you access someone like Beck who specialises in pre and postnatal exercise. That's it from us today. We will be back next Wednesday at about 9:30, fingers crossed. Shoot your questions through and we'll answer them next week.
Yeah.
See you guys.
Have a good day.